View story recap. Let's view the story recap so I can remember everything. It has been quite a long time.
Following the advice of the Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time, only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Emphorius. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos.
You know, this is a new voice, correct? Yeah, I like his voice, but now I guess it's because it's like he's explaining what happened in the previous. He has this serious tone, but I feel like the way the Trailblazer was talking so far, it was more comedic, more laid back, with everything pretty much. So it does feel a bit too serious from the Trailblazer. I haven't gotten used to this too serious of a main character energy that we get from here.
Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders.
I know this voice.
After winning the Council's trust, he ascended Dawncloud with Circe's the Reason Titan, who resided within him, and sought an audience with Kefali, the world-bearing Titan.
Very familiar voice, but I can't place it.
To obtain information about the entrance to the Nether Realm, Castorus had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the flame chase journey. With the aid of the demigod, Cypher, she set out for the ancient city of the dead dragon, Styxia. Castorus successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy, and used its power to return to the Nether Realm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and death in Emphorius.
Our baby. And then she left us.
Anaxa's soul met Castorus in the Nether Realm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the flame chase journey to continue.
Our other baby. I can't believe how much they cooked with him. Very good writing. You cannot not like Anaxagor after what we saw.
After returning Circe's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the flame chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
Let's go. It's happening.
What a full day. A good night's sleep is basically guaranteed.
Well, we'll see about that. For me, it hasn't been like that for the past few days. Hi, Scene. Collect your thoughts. Thanatos' and Circe's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that, the 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now 10 among them have fallen, their core frames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations simmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Strife. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife, until your valor brought it to an end. And its demigod successor, the undying Midimos, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops, and now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trio. Oh, this is important. Things are gonna go down. This is pretty huge what's happening right now. They're not just doing a random recollection of what we have gathered so far. Not long ago, the head of a grove of sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still, not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at edge of existence, have you found your answer? Death. The prophecy once made the hand of shadow choose two, granting one the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the netherrealm to the living world, chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castoris. That was really well written. I love the way they describe each one's story so far. See you tomorrow, Trian. What a long journey it has been. Time and again, farewells have numbed you. Oh my god, his pose. Look at his pose. You can't help but wonder how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail. You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. People are dying this quest. Yeah, this is guaranteed. This one sentence right now, like the whole thing, is like guaranteed that people are gonna die in this quest. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphorians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You only need to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the key word in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but you should cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone, it won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. It's highest. Oh, Cypher. Grey mystery. Less time in Styxia, 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls, mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water, a big, shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb and I can't wait through. Your power of time is needed now. 70%, 70-30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me? Nah, I'm just gonna be nice this time. Chest, be there right away. Quickly. Quickly, hurry! Oh my god, she's pressuring me. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless, surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow. But sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Cat Girl. Hopefully, those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
Isn't it weird hearing Mem talk normally now? I still haven't gotten used to it. I'm always expecting them. Mem.
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
I miss Caceres too.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing.
It is though.
Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
What was that sound?
I don't know. This aura feels so familiar.
I don't like this already.
Let's go check it out together. Be very careful.
Maybe she's in trouble.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's no way they're gonna do the trailer thing, right? With a flame reaver so early in the story. Stars cleanse the troubled thoughts. Investigate the source of the strange noise.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful.
And the hands.
It's a piece of black cloth.
It's the flame reaver.
Now, where have I seen this before?
I got the book. The book. Where have I seen this before? Checking the catalog to see which firm it's coming from. It's the Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here?
I don't want to see Cypher go. Mamie?
Look out!
What? I just started. I'm not his target though. I really am not. Is it finally time for me to bow out? Bow out. You want the pink puppy, don't you? The pink puppy. Ma'am, get ready.
What? Now I'm sad. This isn't the time for jokes.
I really thought you wanted the pink puppy.
Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
You're not my target. I love how they're zooming in on the weapon.
The River of Souls
It speaks again.
is full of fish.
Wait, has it spoken before? Am I remembering wrong? I don't remember it speaking.
What?
Also, what? The River of Soul is full of fish, big and delicious. What?
The flame chase journey stops.
Oh, this is a corrupted as fudge version of Fanon, isn't it? Very corrupted.
Yeah.
Cypher?
Meow?
Cypher? The flame reaver's gone mad at the end. Yeah, he has spoken before, yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
What a terrible person. Let's leave. This cipher must be a fake too. Run! I'm saying this.
Ah! Don't run! I'm the real cipher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
I'm so strong that I don't need your reminder. Well, ain't I grateful? So you're playing both good cop and bad cop. Well, ain't I grateful?
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You're not gonna hold that over me, are you?
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
That was insane though that she did that. But then again, we have seen the elation. So, you know, I think it has to do with the elation.
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this.
So you tell me all this has nothing to do with Aha?
For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie.
What?
Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
This seems important.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
And you're just telling us everything like that?
You think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you.
Her voice acting is so good. My god. I forgot how good it was.
Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Who else is it? Be careful, the Flame Reaver is coming towards you. Vaan, did you rest well? Oh my god, the 4 messages in a row. Vaan, did you rest well? I came during lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. Feel it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we?
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
I mean, yeah, we have to help her. She was first. Why do you need so much money anyway? Why not? Gonna go live handsomely somewhere after this?
Live handsomely? You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
So that's why she's so gritty? So that she's never dying?
But I don't believe in that.
Okay.
As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple?
I don't think she's correct.
So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
I'll help her, of course. Not that I have a choice, but... Wait, what did it say? A few days later, at the crash site in the Abyss of Fate.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of.
Are they still together with her,
The
though?
repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham.
I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure he didn't have anything to do with the whole thing.
It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight. Even someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a... believe that taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly.
Aquila.
Of the 12 titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Oh, we've seen Aquila in the live stream. Ugh. It looks so good. Well, it did. It did look good. But I find it... I don't know what to call it. I find it overwhelming. Overwhelming to be in the presence of, I should say. Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland.
Antikytherans.
I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
I'm feeling very sus about this, especially after the third conversation. I'm trying to understand. He wants Thirda out of there, and now it seems like he wants us out of there too, but also maybe he wants to make it seem that way, because we still are going to play a big role in this, obviously. Very, very sus character. Really? But...
Of course. That's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
And we finished the whole story in Amphorius, and at the end they saw like us taking our our express thing and getting out of Amphorius himself. By all means, please proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Lygus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system, then methodically began inspecting its components. They kept it longer, I think. The text. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before? No.
Not exactly. But
yes.
the Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning.
He looks like a villain that is going to turn into something big. Like he turns into a villain. Like, remember, I think I had said it before that I felt like Sunday could be like the villain of the story or something, but could be a final boss kind of turning into like a bigger creature. That's how I feel about Lycus. Maybe because they have similar vibes. Not that he has, not with our Sunday now, but there is this kind of authority for those who have played Baldur's Gate.
If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donham, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, he's gonna be like extremely important. GTFO. I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment? That's just me, Sir Dunhan. Let's keep this between us, shall we?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
You know what I think? I might be wrong, but of course. I think that at the end of the story of this patch, at the very end, you know how they always show Herta like doing something or, you know, whatever. I think they're gonna show Herta being back on the space station and telling everyone that we need to hurry. There's someone else there on Amphorius that we didn't consider or we didn't know. And it's a follower of whatever she's gonna say, one of the eons. Either, what was the other one? Equilibrium or like 20 billion things. There, I sense danger. I feel danger. Wait, he said, maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
Crucial point is, if
Could be an
you and
emanator.
your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Oh my god, he's like, Forgive me, Lord Lycus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawn-Claude, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Hello? Are these people... Is this a trap? Is that why you accompany me here? What are these masks?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral.
You'll see how neutral the palm of my hand is gonna be if I get to you.
Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Okay, then sure. Donhong can say fine. I'll tell my friend to that we need to leave or something. He wouldn't know if we lie. We could just plan ahead after. Stay away from my baby. All of them are my babies, by the way. 1 against 4. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral.
They keep saying they remain neutral, so I'm guessing it's like, isn't it... What Eon is the one that's like supposed to be like in the balance or something? I think it is the equilibrium or someone else. I can't remember now. I had another theory. Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. Who is the... How do you pronounce it? The equilibrium. It is.
Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
No. You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lycus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. Chrysos, I'll be saying, guys. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. So far, it has been so interesting. We're just diving straight in. Oh. Is that Fenin? It has to be.
You have such overwhelming power, so why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Gosh, I love his voice. Not the Flame Reavers. Bruh.
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
Wait, what? Sorry. He was fighting the... What? Wait. Now?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But
I'm
a few
confused.
months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Always keeping me on edge. If I had passed out, that would have been it.
Well, that's why I made sure you were well fed and rested on the road.
How much I love this smile. How much I love this expression. He's so adorable. So adorable.
Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
His model seems a bit different. There's something different about his model, I think. Either it is his hair or they made his face a bit smaller? I can't tell.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the river of time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
Maybe this is his playable model. Maybe this is why he's different, because this is how we're gonna get him playable. Battling the phantoms of the past in the river of time is just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe. Hyperbolic time sanctum, wasn't there something similar? In Dragon Ball, there was somewhere you could practice whether that time was still or something. Somewhere in some clouds. Haven't watched too much, so I'm a bit confused.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
He might actually get someone to make the same weapon as the Flame Reaver because he thinks, oh my god, if it's a loop, that's why always it's the same weapon of the Flame Reaver, and I don't know. I'm confused. Why not get Cartonis to help?
Don't worry. I've already arranged that. Of course I need him.
He asked for the same sword, I'm telling you.
I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Vaan, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
It's serious.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Times have changed.
Oh god. Those who can walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak.
The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
This is going to be hard to do, but I want to believe him. We'll be here by your side.
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends.
He's the same in other voices as well. More mature and less cheery now. That's interesting. I guess he's very determined now. And you know, before we get him playable, I guess he will have like a... his arc is going to progress. So I'm expecting fun and things to happen in this story right now too.
Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
What? What were you reading before? Why not take the interesting ones home? No, that's what they were reading.
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
Oh my god.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
So we start with a library. The drama of me saying, oh my god, we got in strong, and then suddenly, let's go study at the library. Study, not study. Okay. Let's go here.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
This is freaking hard. Every time I hear it, I'm feeling like danger is coming. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out the small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Dan Heng isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. Look at his face! Oh my god. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material will you peruse? Forbidden Love, The Tree and the Butterfly. My professor can't possibly be this shy. One Punch God Aquila! I wanted to choose the Forbidden Love, but now I have to choose the One Punch God. A One Punch God Aquila. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted his attire and stood firm, facing the giant eagle in a tense standoff. Heh. So you think you're something special just because you defeated the silent Joreus? Mortal, heed my advice. The God King remained silent, gazing into Aquila's 1,000 eyes. Slowly he raised his right arm, 4 fingers pressed together, and with a simple motion he lightly weaved at the colossal being before him. Arrogant fool, you will pay the price for your insolence. I'm gonna read the thing like a Greek person. Aquila's fury erupted, their towering from radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated at an imperceptible speed. 1,000 razor-sharp feathers shot forth like swords, hurtling straight toward the God King. As everyone knows, the feathers of the Sky Titan can pierce through iron and steel, let alone mortal flesh. Their sheer density left no room to evade. The violent storm of lethal blades closed in, and time itself seemed to freeze. Aquila enhanced their reflexes, predicting the movements of this arrogant little thief before them. Noticing the God King shifting his stance, Aquila mused he had only 2 choices. He could push off the ground to evade left or right, or stand firm and brace for impact. But either way would be futile. The feather blades would shift with the wind, altering their trajectory. No matter how swift his movements, they would follow him relentlessly. But who could have predicted the God King never intended to dodge? He pushed forward instead, seizing the first incoming feather blade between 2 fingers. With a swift turn, he carved a spiral through the air and hurled it back at a supersonic speed. The feather blade curved with the wind, piercing deep into the storm without the slightest deviation. It collided deep to tip with another razor-sharp steel feather. Ding! The deflected feather veered to the sides upon impact, colliding with others and further altering their trajectories. Ding! The sharp clashing of feathers rang out an irregular rhythmic chain reaction, unfolding until the force of the final feather was dissipated, scattering harmlessly into the air. With just a single seized feather, the God King had nullified the entire storm of blade-like wings. Aquila was shocked. How could a mere mortal possess such divine skill? Yet, as a being of godly essence, they did not allow themselves to be shaken. Seizing the moment as they scattered furthest clouded their vision, they swiftly brought down their claws, sharp as steel greatswords, aiming to end the battle in a single decisive strike. Boom! The massive claws struck dead center where the God King stood, the sheer force of impact carving a deep crater into the ground. No, something felt off. Aquala's mind raced. The sensation was strange. Had it missed? Or they focused their gaze only to witness the impossible. Their enormous razor-sharp claw, many times larger than the God King himself, was caught, held effortlessly in a single hand, as if the God King were merely grasping a piece of cutlery. I'm not gonna read all of them. I'm gonna read this one that I chose. I don't know if I have the option to read the others, but I kind of want to continue the story. The countless white feathers drifting through the air painted an eerie contrast against the battlefield's deadly stillness. The once mighty and untouchable giant eagle found itself frozen in shock for the first time in 1,000 years. Muttering in disbelief, they said, "Impossible! Even Georios, when fighting me, could do nothing but evade beneath my iron claws. Yet you, what in the world are you?" Haven't you already figured? No, haven't you already figured out the answer? A mere mortal, nothing more. You cocky little... Aquila attempted to retract their claw, but either the God Kings... Yes, I'll hydrate, I'm sorry, I know you heard the voice dying in my throat. Aquila attempted to retract their claw, but under the God King's grip it was as if frozen in place, completely immobile. Their expression darkened. Seeing this, the God King seemed to smile. He clenched the fingers of his free hand, and then, at a speed even a Titan's vision could not perceive, with full force he swung his fist. Boom! In an instant the divine body shattered. A tidal wave of force shook the heavens, sending tremors through the divine steel-forged walls, cracking them in multiple places. The sacred temple teetered on the brink of collapse. From this moment on, the celestial realm would exist no more. The people of Amphoreus would no longer endure the tyranny of the heavens, and all of this was made possible by the God King's mighty blows. No, by a single punch. The distant Titan gods sensed the fall of their comrade and erupted into furious howls. Was there no one who could stop him? How could his advance ever be shaken? What they did not realize was that even one as mighty as the God King was still bound by the desires of mortals. Just as before the battle began, he once again adjusted his attire. Congratulations, you have reached your end, Aquila. You are strong enough to be worthy of the name Sky Titan. He ignored the crumbling stone walls behind him and strode towards the temple's exit. His steps were steady, yet the disappointment on his face was unmistakable. But your only flaw was failing to make this satisfying for me. Next episode, Battling Nicador. Next issue. Oh my god. Invigorating literature, your favorite. The article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you are the author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila? That's nothing. The others are just as long. Let's learn the conclusion. Let's see. After finishing this mind-shaking piece, only one image remains in your mind. The Express, Welt, phone. For a young stellar host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. I'm glad I didn't read it then. Oh, this is long. This is really long too. Oh, this is a story of Mnestia and Circes, though. I hope I can read them another time where I don't want to just progress the story. That's it? Nothing else? Oh my god, his face! He got close to the paper. This love story abruptly ends at its worst moment. Whether the author lost motivation to continue or some urgent situation occurred remains unknown. If it were the latter, the Flame Reaver is fully responsible. Let's stop here.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading.
He sounds good. His voice is good. Very good.
Let's take a closer look.
I have to know who it is, though. I really, really have to know who this is. Too familiar. Wait, see what Fennon's looking at. That's the familiar what? The optional one.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Are you reading something you shouldn't be?
In front of you all. That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune.
What? I know how in your dreams. Oh my god, this is such a good answer, but not a good. Like, you shouldn't be that mean, but this is a me answer. I'm gonna say it, this is literally a me answer.
Whew, your comments cut deep. It's tough to find a good comeback.
I know.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth.
Oh, so you think you need to get rich for that?
That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
Will? Wealth? Oh, fine. I didn't know you think like that. Though, I'm not surprised because he wants to be as best as he can. And of course, Aglaia is the person he will replace. It's likely that we're going to lose almost everyone on this story patch. So that Fennon is in the next one and I don't know what he does to be playable. How things are gonna turn.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
Look at the feet, so cute. Superstitions, don't buy into them. I'm gonna say that. Right? What do I know though? I'm just gonna ask. What are you looking at?
You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard.
Not my fault, you have no awareness.
Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem.
Yeah, what are they
What
trying
are
to
they flipping
find?
through?
Maybe they're worried or feel something. That's like something a bad omen feeling.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer.
Traveler.
But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Use them flexibly, don't just memorize. Ah, you scared me.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh?
Oh my god. Ma'am, what are you hiding?
But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious.
Yeah.
Not like their usual self.
We're chasing her around. Oh.
You sure are persistent. All right, all right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What?
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Oh my god, the divination. Or is which one?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore.
This freaking heartbeat in the back, like constantly. So stressful. It's like we're about to get into a huge boss fight. I thought it stopped for a second after it listened to me. But I was talking louder than it, that's why I couldn't hear it.
Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
Was it Cyrene?
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future.
Of course he didn't. He's not that type.
If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysia, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
A little faith in these things isn't bad sometimes. It should be approached with a critical eye. Everyone has their own beliefs. I don't know, like, sometimes it's fun to just, you know, try things like this and see what there's in store for you. But also it's so easy to speak generic things to people, like generic things that I'll tell you, oh, this month, some of your actions are going to be the right ones. I mean, and you have to really force it to make everything go wrong completely, right? Or this month, you're going to hear something new. I mean, what? You're going to find some new information. Like you're making something to appear so big that, like, whatever that is, your brain is automatically going to use it and say, I saw it in the this or whatever that I was going to find out this information. Come on. But at the same time, there are people who are putting a lot of effort to try to understand things or see things from a different perspective and, you know, talk about these things. So I don't want to say like anything negative about this, other than the fact that please don't take everything like as written in the stars, like Mona says, because we are responsible for our actions. And yes, life can bring different things that we're not expecting, but at the same time, it's our actions that lead us to keep going and to change our lives whether we want it or not, and in the way we want it. But I will say a little faith in this isn't bad sometimes.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits.
To where?
They always cast a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
What if divination predicts something bad?
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes.
Yeah, but isn't it stressful to hear about something bad happening? This year you might meet your fated one to the River of Souls. Sonomui, no, not like that. Terrible divination, that kind of divination I was talking about.
Even that omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Though if I be positive, if I see things with a positive mindset, this could be good, because if you're in the River of Souls, that means you're destined to be there. Right? So you will no, because Castoris has to make everything, you know, work properly. So I'm guessing you're crossing the river, you're not staying there. So if you meet someone there, it's like, imagine meeting your fated one right before your souls are like freed or whatever. Oh, finally I met the love of my life. Okay, bye now. I'm next to go in line. Awful. So terrible.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child.
Kirini. That's the pronunciation in Greek. Kirini. And he said Cyrene. I'm glad he said Cyrene and he didn't say anything like siren or siren. Kirini. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly it utterly captivated me.
Right. I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh my god. It's happening.
Oh, wow. It's so exquisite. I'd love to have
That's-
a card like that.
That's so specific. She made it for him. Then those mids up to the task. Then gotta craft a mem. No, I'm gonna say those mids up to the task.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner,
The priorities
there's
we have
something
now.
I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Oryx posed to us?
Yeah, that's true. She predicted the outfit. What the hell? Look, she made this card of a grown-up me wearing the same outfit I'm wearing right now. But I don't believe in the superstitions. Why would I believe in this? This is all like, you know, I never felt like it was true. But here's an exact copy of me when she made it when we were both children. And now she's gone. They didn't cook with this card. Speaking of which, Vaan, there's something I haven't shared with you. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? Who's here? It's probably... What's your name? It's Cypher. Oh no, oh no.
You are...
What did I say? Ah, I pressed it by mistake. I pressed it by mistake. Assassin, save me. Are these the same people that destroyed, like they also attacked the Elysium?
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
Cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
They look very dangerous. What's been cleaned? Clothes or cars? Let's not be stupid right now. Who are they?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing.
Don't get me wrong, it was a good line. It was funny, kind of, but... I want to make my Trailblazer like Finan, who's also growing and being more serious and mature. I feel like... Well, that's kind of contradicting to what I said in the beginning, that the intro, when they said the previous, what happened in the previous synopsis, he sounded more, you know, serious, and it felt weird. But whenever I make my choices and like they're giving me answers, I try to tend to the more serious ones.
We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
But I'm guessing I've been literally against like emanators and so many different enemies to fear these three with the little daggers being like, oh, we're the cleaners. We're going to show you how dangerous we are. I'm gonna freaking take the spear out from Bellabog, and you know what I'm gonna do with it.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners.
Okay, so they were meant to go specifically against the Chrysos heirs.
Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Look how they're standing, and then in the middle, Mem is ready to fight too.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors.
She's too cute. Too cute.
Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you...
You don't need to talk to them, Fennon. After what you said that they're doing, what their job is, just take them down.
Not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
Like, it's pointless.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
And your solution is to take out people like that with your masks and your red eye supposed to look threatening and hide your identity, even though you left the other eye out. You love how he sounds when he's angry. Yeah, his voice is just perfect.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Just a handful of you here. Who do you think you're fighting? Maybe they're trying to postpone us from something. The first one is the attitude that I was talking about. How, like, who do you think you're fighting? I'm gonna say the second one because there's more to them being here. It's not so simple. If it's a fight you want, let's get on with it.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves.
Oh, I am cool.
Alright, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Ooh. Don't tell me we're... Wow, everything is going somewhere and then it switches to a different POV. Oh my god, little Inca! You fudge. Look at the belly, look at the belly, look at the belly. Oh my god, the POV is taking me out. The POV is too good. If they release a plushie like this I'm getting it. I have to. I really want one with a like this with a big belly, so I can have it like next to me and sometimes put my head on it. Does Ika have a sibling? I would like to adopt them. Oh, because Ika is hyacinth, so you don't want hyacinths.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it?
Cinny.
It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Are we taking pictures here? Are we recording a video?
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama.
What? Look at it! With its little crown! Yeah!
Do you like it here too, little Ika?
What is the sound?
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Oh, I like that.
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard
okay.
carries the long
Fair enough.
history of the descendants of the sky.
Fair
And
enough.
I'd like it to continue.
We respect.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember.
This is so sad because Treeby now is talking we. But if we also lose Trinon, she has to say I. And I feel like this will be very, very painful. Oof. My mind is going places all the time. You see it.
Now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end.
With Celios, the Day Thunder Knight striking down the Eye of Twilight. The Divine War spanned centuries, came to an end. Okay.
Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Celiosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But
Differences with our memories?
the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treeby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
Which is good because you can know what is reliable or not from what happened in the history. People tend to, you know, because of course we didn't exist back then, they're making a lot of changes to history. So having someone that used to be there is better than just making assumptions. And that's true, also what you said is true, because they could remember wrong just because they existed for so many years. But if it's like some very important situations, they could remember the basic, you know, maybe, I don't know. It seems impossible, like, I forgot what I ate yesterday, and then I'm talking about remembering, like, please. I know, I shouldn't say. Yeah, look at the POV, look at the cheek. I need it. I just need it. Oh wait, I have it with Hyacinth!
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legend.
I didn't think of it that way.
I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side.
One day you'll be as awe-inspiring.
That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing.
Oh. So cute.
Lord Frederos?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the
Frederos is
citizens
back.
you were nearby and came to check.
Doing alright. What's going
Yeah.
on,
I don't know
Frederos?
how these wings are able to hold it floating. Unless you're talking about the Treeby's wings now, but I think you were talking about Ika's.
There's been another violent incident at the market.
What?
A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
Can it be the cleaners? It could be.
How can this be? I always
Or
thought
just
that with
thieves.
Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
If you think about it, poor Aglaia, she has to maintain order. She has to listen things from everywhere. It's like so stressful and so hard to do. And yet people are attacking her, and because they don't realize how hard it is for her. And yes, she has lost her humanity in a way, but also she's really trying. That's my conclusion so far for Aglaia.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
Like from the last time I played the story and now, like there were a lot of things I started like considering about each character. But let's just progress and I'll be talking about them like now when we get into the situations.
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
What?
Clementine,
Oh my god, Clementine.
what's going on?
Clementine. I'm sorry, I got into the Walking Dead now mindset.
Please, something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace.
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Oh no.
Lady Aglaya,
What?
it's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
What happened? Are they attacking her? Moments ago. The cleaners.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago.
They shot her or something from afar. They hit her, didn't they? Because it shows us the POV of her standing up there alone and in the emptiness ahead of her. Something happened to her from afar.
Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter.
Okay,
apart
never
from
mind.
guests invited by the Gold Weaver.
Never mind. She was talking to them. Nice cleaners.
But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
This biatch. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, if I was Hyacinth, I would throw little Ika on her head.
Aglaya, Aglaya.
No. What am I saying? I just realized what I said. Sorry.
You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Some people just can't take it. Like, they can't take defeat. They lose in the council, in the voting, and now they have to take other means.
Kind? There's
There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens.
He did!
If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Ouch. Ouch.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now?
Have you seen your face? It's wretched since the day you came to this world. I'm so furious.
These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
I swear to God.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Now it's time to summon your memo sprite.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Whose? She doesn't care. I think she's in the idea that one sacrifice for all, like if it's to save others, like one is nothing.
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade.
Exactly, and yet you threaten her in that way?
If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours.
I knew she had something else in mind, but...
Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened.
Yeah, if they start killing civilians everywhere, she's gonna be in trouble. Like, she can't do that. If she starts taking off people everywhere, it's over. I feel like everyone will go against her.
You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Droma's workshop. Plots are unfolding right
Not the
under
Droma's
your
workshop.
nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
I have to say though, as much as I really hated this character, the voice is just very good acting. I love it. My god, I love voice acting so much. I really should try like doing something with it in the future, but it's just right now it's hard for me to do anything else. But anyway. What did she do?
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
My god, the expression is so evil.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. would you still have become the Aglaya you are today?
They really hate Aglaya. This isn't just, oh, I hate this. It's just real hate with a lot of anger and very, very vile behavior.
Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others.
Oh, she's gonna end herself on her own, isn't she?
Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters,
are they gonna push her? At this point.
will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Cyphra.
So what happened? The story is amazing. Guys, we haven't even like, I don't know how long I've been playing, but
I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen.
it has been really strong. I'm so interested. Not that the other times I'm not interested the way I say it, but it's like, you're so like there. Oh my god, what's gonna happen next? Oh my god, what's gonna happen next? If they're gonna make me... Oh my god, you know what? I know what they're gonna make me do, but... I said what I said. Pulling for Hyacinth's banner just to build pity. Then if I'm far away from pity, I'm gonna build some pity for Cypher, some pity. Depends on how many pulls I can do. And the rest for Fennon. Because, you know, I'm not gonna get early, of course.
Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
The thing is, every time I try not to want someone, I play the story. Every time I try to avoid a character, I play the story. It's not that I'm not trying. I do. That's why they make the stories like this, so you want everyone, but it's not gonna work on me anymore. She wants the most valuable clothes. Okay, let's pay attention now. This is important.
Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags.
She sounds younger and different. I like it.
What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow. A daughter rebuilding her family business. How
admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Oh, she's hurt.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphera, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me?
Me, whenever I hear kindness talk.
Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
Yeah, that's true, because Venom was trying to understand how to be... I think he was trying to understand how to be successful like her and have all this money. He wants to learn from her, because he thinks it's one of the things a leader should have, to make things, I guess, more comfortable for the rest that will follow him. Or to provide. He thought she was always wealthy. That's true. I didn't remember it like that. Yes, you're right. Thank you. That's true. So this is an issue. That means he doesn't really know her. That means people don't really know her as much as Cyphera does. Because Cypher seems to know her since she was a child, which means that's why at the end of her life, Aglaia up there, right before she fell, she thought of Cypher. She's pretty important to her. And I think it goes both ways.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
I think I want this picture. I'll replace the other one.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on.
She had played her.
Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
I was looking at her. I was trying to see if her hair is clipping through the hood like an in-game model would do. I was trying to understand. I was very confused. Oh my god. Really? For the child? I think she's gonna say when you grow up. It's just torn. I was trying so hard to understand. Yeah, to show us that her clothes are torn. I was so confused for some reason.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
They are stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphera. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
Oh my god, I'm melting.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
They're too big.
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Bartolos, what the?
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power! You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glaion!
I think she just wanted her to keep moving ahead just so she can one day wear those shoes or something like that. She just wanted to gift her something. And probably she wouldn't take a gift if it wasn't like had an extra layer.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
Huh?
You're defending her.
Oh, that was like a defense. Okay, because that's what I thought, that they were trying to say that maybe there's a chance that she wasn't trying to trick you, but the way they said this line, it felt like a question. No, not a question. It felt different.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
Like, there's a chance that she was actually not trying to trick you? Like, in a different way?
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
I love it with its belly moving like that. So cute. Even though it has annoyed me 20 billion times, it's also extremely cute.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is. Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful.
I don't like this. I feel like she's gonna meet Flame Reaver.
Thanks to Castor.
I think this is where she will meet
the ancient city's barrier was
Grey
finally
Reaver.
dispelled.
Grey Raven.
Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
The Grim Reaper and the Flame Reaver.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Oh, Bartholos, count your days.
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 is. If you are boss lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here.
What did you expect, Cypher?
I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
Yes, before she was nice to us. We got the extra privilege.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming.
Dolos. Let me tell you something interesting about the place that she's from, probably Dolos. I want to find the right description about it. There is the word called Doloma, which is the bait. Like for the fish, when you go fishing, you put a Doloma, which is the bait to catch the fish. So Dolos is like when you do something like It's like a way of tricking someone. Like a way of exploiting something or tricking someone. Basically, it's deceit or fraudulence. So she is literally, the place she's from is like, you know, about trickery. Tholos, Tholoma, the bait.
Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now,
Oh, I've
hurry
seen
up and
videos of
figure out a way
cats
across.
trying to
I
escape
might
from
have to
the
reconsider our
bathtubs.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Oh, this is not Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Boss lady.
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
Oh, this is bad.
You're as sharp as ever.
This is not good. Is it again one of the cleaners? But how do they have this power? It must be like her being able to imitate someone else.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Who the hell are you?
This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
All self-taught.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
Malfunction right now.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that pink squirrel.
The pink squirrel mentioned.
Right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Jesus Christ.
Roger that. Watch me.
Bartolos activated excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep underground.
Wow! That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself.
Yes, they all have their own ways of perceiving mem.
Wow, wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led.
Did the laugh she make was from the model in the game that when you open a chest? Because I heard a laugh that was not loud. It felt like it was from a background noise.
As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
The ocean's tears.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer, safer. You truly have the most refined taste of all thieves and employees. Let me
What?
Where is my treasure?
Baited?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is... How could I have forgotten about this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter.
Is that Sparkle? I'm joking.
Alright, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing.
Or Sampo.
Lead the way.
Oh my god, Sampo, it would be so fitting to see a random Sampo. And he's trying to learn. I'm telling you.
Cipher rules. I've already pinpointed the next scroll of treasure.
Somehow, I made it to Amphorius.
Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time. Got any plans on how to spend it?
He's calling her boss
Of course.
lady.
Spend nothing. Have you...
Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
The hand of Sacred.
Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Hasn't she taken down Zagreus to get the core flame? How did she get it? Did she steal it? I'm trying to remember what they mentioned about her becoming a demigod. Because I feel like... Could this be Zagreus? Look at this. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, okay.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
This is practice? What is happening?
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
Something is very sus. It's something I'm not understanding correctly, or they're revealing to us slowly.
Here we go round the river of souls.
It's so cute.
Spirit thief goes, spirit thief goes.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Jesus, Cypher.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is a sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
And the monster is just watching them.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
Oh no, it turned. Okay, I have to check. It's happening, let's see.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the sky.
I shall remember this.
Found me. It's coming.
Jesus.
Hiding the west wind.
So fast. Everything happening so fast, I try to
You
pay
wanna take
attention.
advantage.
I'll take it all.
Please cherish this time.
Okay.
Wilt here.
You can't. Run.
Ah, the damage. Ugh.
Embrace a new life.
But then again, in Trials, you know how they build the characters.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. It should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss lady saber.
Bartolos activate excavation mode, unearthing the treasure. That doesn't look like a good treasure.
Anything valuable this time.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Since we've already dug it up, let's open it and see.
Oh, a 5-star character.
Huh. Is this?
The buffs I need. The Journal of a Styxian Refugee. Month of Balance. Day. 3 more neighboring households moved away today. The tide has risen higher than ever before, already reaching the 5th step on the stone stairway to our residence. The priests insist it's merely seasonal high tide that will soon recede, but having lived in Styxia for 30 years, I've never witnessed water levels like this. Leandra from the harbor went fishing 3 days ago, and reported that the sea water had become unusually turbid, appearing as if mixed with ink. Beneath the surface he glimpsed strange shadows, not humans in form yet possessing distinct outlines. After returning, he developed a high fever and has remained bedridden since. Month of Balance month. The city's feasts have grown increasingly frenzied. Grand celebrations that once occurred only during the month of joy now happen almost daily. At the Anzos family banquet last night, I witnessed 2 normally well-mannered women treating grapes barefoot, emitting strange laughter, and then directly drinking the dirt-laden juice. They claim to be mimicking Fagusa's ritual ceremonies, though I never heard of such an absurd form of worship. Prices at the market have risen by 30%. The honey brew merchant reports that the brewing process has become exceptionally difficult lately. The yeast cultures mysteriously rot. Only by distilling with seawater collected directly from the harbor can they produce proper wine. Fortunately, our Doris remains lucid and has widely advised us to minimize our consumption of the city's water and wine. Month of every day. Day. Last night, strange music emanated from the harbor. It wasn't produced by an instrument, but seemed to rise from the ocean depths. The low, haunting melody sounded as if it were telling an ancient tale, compelling people to approach the shore. Several neighbors' children sleepwalked to the dock last night. They claimed to have seen the goddess in the water performing and wanted to get closer. The goddess in the water? The priests have forbidden all forms of musical performance and deployed soldiers to patrol the docks. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that they're acting from fear rather than a genuine desire to protect us. Month of everyday day. Today I met Nora, the cloth merchant on the market. She revealed that the situation in her district was far more dire than we had imagined. The spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple suddenly dried up 3 days ago, and despite their best efforts, the priests cannot replenish it. More alarming still, strange cracks have appeared on the wall behind the deity statue, forming patterns or script that no one can decipher. Cipher. Nora also shared a peculiar rumor. Some claim to have seen in their dreams a woman playing a lyre, draped in black veils, with eyes gleaming like sea water. She allegedly told dreamers that Styxia would soon face a great transformation, and only those who hear her voice would be saved. Some city residents have begun referring to her as the prophetic sea musician, despite the priest's determined efforts to suppress such rumors. Month of Freedom Day. We finally decided to evacuate with our entire family. The sea water has reached the highest watermark at the dock, yet some remain oblivious, still immersed in endless revelry. I feel like all of this is possibly for this character that was shown in the trailer, that there was someone like near the water that looked like a priestess, and I think this could be Hysilence, the DOT character. If she's a DOT. I haven't seen the. I'm just saying based on the information in the simulated. Our family and the neighboring Milan household have decided to journey to Okima together. Reportedly, the word-bearing Titan's protection extends there, and the tides of darkness have not yet invaded those lands. We plan to slip away quietly tonight from the northern dock exit. We pray to Fagusa for safe passage. Month of Freedom Day. We've been traveling for 3 days now. Last night, the Mills family's youngest child suddenly developed a high fever, continuously muttering strange phrases that resembled an ancient ballad. This is terrifying. His father decided to take him back to the city for medical treatment, though we all know there is little hope to be found there. The morning, looking back at Styxia from the hillside, I was horrified to discover the entire city enveloped in a strange aura, with sea water shimmering with an unnatural blue radiance in the sunlight. From a distance, those magnificent buildings seemed to twist and distort in the water, as if they were merely illusions. Wait, because now something is happening that seems very, very important. Month of Weaving Day. We encountered several other fleeing townspeople. They brought even more horrifying news. The sea water in Styxia has begun displaying strange colors and textures, sometimes thick as honey, other times solid as glass. Those who remain in the city have begun undergoing bizarre transformations. Even more disturbing is that at night the entire city bathes in an indescribable glow, as if enveloped by some gigantic amniotic membrane. They say this is Fagusa's punishment, but I can't help wondering, is this the Titan's wrath, or is some power even greater than the Titan is at work? We've decided to continue northward to Okima. Along the way, we've heard rumors of someone named Hysilence, who can supposedly appease Fagusa's wrath, but these are merely legends fabricated by desperate people. We common folk can only rely on our own feet to flee this disaster. Month of Weaving Day. Tonight, after the children fell asleep, I secretly examined a small vial of seawater I brought from the city. It was the last drop collected from the spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple before we left. In the moonlight, it displays a strange shimmer, as if something moves within it, unlike any other ordinary water. By chance, I discovered that gently tapping the vial with my fingertip produces a peculiar sound, like distant lyre notes echoing. In that moment, I seemed to glimpse a mysterious woman standing upon the sea surface, sorrowfully playing a melody that no one could understand. I don't know if this was illusion or reality, but if such a being truly exists, one can hear the sorrows of Styxians. Then as we embark on this uncertain journey, please grant us a flicker of hope, even if it's merely a beautiful dream. Okima is now within reach. Taking one final glance back at my homeland, the beautiful scenery of old is nowhere to be seen. Only distorted masses of light and shadow undulating on the sea level, resembling foam heaped by waves before dawn, dissolving one by one to gradually reveal its cold and true nature. This was very interesting. This is clearly teasing a future character, and I'm curious to see if they're gonna do something with it now, because I feel like it's for the future. This is just a side plot on the side that's gonna play a part in the future, unless Cypher, of course, has something to do with it from her past, like she had a similar experience to this.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Okima?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Okima. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky.
It's a side thing.
It does seem unfair, doesn't it? just because they were born in the wrong place. They had to face such devastation.
Life.
Meanwhile, those in Akama, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
I know.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
Huh. Did I?
Do you think this is some form? No, I was... It doesn't make sense. I was thinking of Cersei's or Anaxagora. Like somehow, I don't know. Anaxagora, I was thinking. Somehow, I don't know. I don't want him gone. I don't want him gone. I'm sorry. I'm hoping now. I'm hopium. Coping with hopium.
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
The way Bartholo's talks reminds me of Paimon, but an altered version because they use filters. It reminds me a bit of Paimon.
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
I think it's Paimon. It's the same VA as Paimon, but it's altered.
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
I'm pretty sure it's the same VA because of the way they talk. I know, like, I've heard Paimon speak 20 billion times. I think it's an altered version. Like, they put filters so it's like changed.
Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
It sounds similar. Maybe I'm wrong.
Ah, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what? Nearly 1,000 years?
Oh, I see. But you in a priest's robe? No, that's hard to picture.
The more I hear it, the more I remember of Paimon.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot.
Wait, because I was paying too much attention on the voice now. I was only interested in the wallets of the grandpas, don't remember much. I see, but you in a priest robe? Now that's hard to picture. Who asked you to picture that? Priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like... Right, I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever heard anything interesting from those priests.
Where did this roadblock come from?
Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh my god, go from the side. There's literally a path.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan. Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan.
That sounded a bit different. Oh dear, we're stuck here. It didn't sound like Paimon. So maybe I was wrong. It's just, you know, some words are being read, are being like in the same way, kind of.
Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Xanrith?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. Alright. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. After all, you know. Hand of Zagreus. My darling. Activate!
I'll break it, it's fine. Huh?
Looks like a charm.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room.
Hey, slow down. That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest?
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
I'm so confused with this. Where is this going?
Oh. Is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. Alright, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Ooh.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame change.
Ah. It started so well, and then...
This scent.
It does. I can't
Feels like
play
something
it.
incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed. If even boss lady says so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
I cannot with the shape of the belly of the rest of the body there. I cannot. It's so cute. Like Ika, like, I'm melting. It's so adorable. And just moving around like this. So freaking adorable. Bartolo's activated excavation mode, uncovering something hidden beneath the earth. Oh god, a puzzle. Yeah, if I get gems, I'm happy.
Oh. Isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human. What kind of myth is this? Ika, okay, yeah, okay, fair, but the bellies.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here. This honor's all yours.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
It's me doing it again. The freaking easiest puzzle in the world.
Told you, nothing can stump me. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop. Stay there. And don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you. Don't move.
Someone put something on it, like a device to control it, right? I was thinking in the beginning what the fuck Laia was trying to... Before she goes, like... Before she takes out herself, she was trying to have like a last moment with her or something. But it wouldn't make sense. She wouldn't say all these things. She wouldn't spend... How much time did she have before she falls down from there? So, what is going on? It was Arleia, wasn't it?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
I knew it. I knew it. I thought about it from the start because I felt like it wasn't malicious. It was trying to listen in for something. For some reason. But maybe it is like a goodbye, right?
What, boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya.
She's not gonna make it.
You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
That's still not face to face, but anyway.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Oh, 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 ow.
Glaya.
Wow. Okay, they're really going there. Okay. They're really going there.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
This has to be Paimon. It's the same annoyance.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Yes.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted.
I'm not saying too much right now. I'm just focusing on this because it's too intense. There's a lot of emotions.
Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious, what exactly did that nymph make me say?
Huh. Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud.
Yeah, that's why she did.
I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
So you mean to tell me that Zagreus is this little boop?
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world.
Wow.
If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
No. Not Bartolos.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
Don't talk about fire. Let's just say the other character in Honkai Impact has a thing about fire. So I don't want to hear about fire.
You may have been reduced
Pardo.
to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again,
Cyphera, your face.
The golden blood.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds.
I'll take a picture again. I know it's the same like the others, like 3 pictures of the same instance, but this is my favorite.
I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes, what about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosaurs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes, world-renowned swordsmen, exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper, thief, con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
So many emotions from their voice acting. Those two are just... The fear of Arleia for what Cypher is going through. How much she cares for her. Like, how Cypher is just feeling like no one cares about her. That's all she is. That's how people see her. And now suddenly someone treats her differently, and she's still trying to punish herself by reminding herself who people think she is, what she wants to believe she is.
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side. And you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
How many pictures I'm gonna take? I have 4 pictures of the same part. 4 now.
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up.
Poor baby, feeling the need to lie in order to survive. Feeling that all she can do in order to be able to exist more is this.
What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me.
What a relationship.
Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
It's true. Alaya has lost her humanity, but only with Cypher. The moments we saw with Cypher right now are the ones that she showed again, that her humanity is not completely gone. And Cypher, for her, is such a strong... She has such a strong connection with her. As long as they both exist, they can share those feelings. That they're being true. Like, those moments they have each other, that's when they're being themselves. Who they are before the world has... I don't want to say changed, but they did need to work in a specific way to be able to exist and to continue doing what they do. We're getting to the Alea. Oh wait, is that Trailblazers? Okay, these folks in black are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for? This is terrible. This is terrible. It reminds me... Like, I was watching, like, think Game of Thrones. There was another show as well called Spartacus. Like, it reminds me of those kinds of plots that you feel something terrible is going to happen, and everyone is in the right place at the right time to make it happen like 100%. Like, they all follow a plan. And then it's like an execution plan. It's like an assassination. And you see all those characters not knowing what's going to happen. That someone they care for, someone important to them, is going to perish. And it feels so helpless. You can't just go in there in the game and just run, hurry. Like, there's this situation happening. You need to do something for it. Very good writing. I love it so far, like, so much. I'm fully invested.
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
Huh? An organization that seems as their mission to eradicate the Chrysosayers. I've read some chilling accounts, stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on. Wow, that's sick.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness.
Wow.
Objectively, the rise
so she is part of the cleaners.
Inevitable and necessary.
Okay.
Yet their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
I thought she hired them. I didn't expect her to be one of them. So remember, like, the reincarnations. Oh my god. My brain. Wait. Of Imbibitor. Freaking hell, my brain is stuck. The Vidyadhara. I could not think of the name. Remember the incarnations of the Vidyadhara? Yeah, this is not like them. This is not like them at all. And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the Era Nova the Chrysosaurs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
This changes nothing though. We need to do something. I wonder where Vaan is now. If they're targeting me, he definitely won't escape their notice either. I hope all is well. Yes, Kratos! Is that Lord Kratos?
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here.
Remember how much I hated Kratos when I first... Hated, it's such a strong word to say hated, but... I was pissed off with him, the way he was talking to Mighty, and then everything at the end. You know, like... I can get pissed off with people's... You know, the thing about me is... I can get really pissed off by people's behavior when it's being... it doesn't show empathy. You don't consider the other person how they might feel from what you say. But at the same time, when I see someone like doing something different, not being the same way as before, and they try to be better, immediately I open like my arms and like embrace this change. Like I so want to see people strive for the better and do better. So I'm always ready to applaud them and embrace them when that happens, if that happens.
You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Who did that? Yes. Who was it? Show me who destroyed them all. Us. Okay, they're still keeping us there.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
I'm so furious. Oh my god, I'm so angry. I'm so sad and angry. I'm fuming.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool, bro. You sound kind of scary. I'll say the cool thing, but it's not the time to say any of those things.
Vaan is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
Look at the pose of the Trailblazer. My god, he's so extra in this.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Finan, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
But they were after the Resourcers.
I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase.
For a leader to be, he seriously haven't thought about Alea. I think after this whole conversation, after them like saying the things they said just now, it's the most obvious thing. They went for one of the Resourcers, and who would be the #1 target, especially after what he said now with the opposition of the Council of Elders. It is the target.
If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide.
Except you don't have the golden threads anymore.
My teleslate.
Don't show me the message. Arleia is dead. Global announcement. Due to force majeure, the world-bound web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. Local golden thread enabled for emergency internal communication only. Lord Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. I know it's hard to believe, but please come back soon. Guys, I cannot. I cannot. I'm trying so hard not to.
Is this blasted? Those guys.
It must be a lie. No, what's it those guys doing? Yes, obviously.
How could they possibly? Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Finan,
Oh my god.
what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city.
Treeby and Trinon will be...
Run into any enemies along the way. I won't be merciful this time.
This is how it starts, Finan, though. You have to contain your anger right now. As a leader, you cannot be this way. And I know, I'm not being harsh on him. I'm not being harsh on him. He just experienced a massive loss and a massive painful thing. And he's not a leader yet. He is meant to be. I'm just scared for Finan. I don't want, by the end of the story, the Finan to be the villain. I don't want him to turn out to be the villain. Because I will be so broken if I see him be the villain.
Cartonis? Oh, you're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you?
And this music. Yes, put this music for me. Sure.
I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
She's showing her humanity now, huh?
You, Aglaya. In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment,
Oh.
my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human
That's
in this
now.
world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you, do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I don't think it's for her. cartoonist.
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
Wait, because now that there's a lot of things happening that I have to take every word into my brain. Filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. What is she gonna do with this? I know that she was talking about the thing that the little girl gave her. She gave it to him.
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me.
Is she gonna use this form? Like, is she gonna melt this form like gold and create a weapon for Venom? Like, put her power or whatever this is on Venom's weapon or something? What is it? This might sound really stupid what I said, so I'm sorry, but...
Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Okay, maybe I wasn't wrong. Not for the Venom specifically.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Oh, so cute.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
I really hope people understood what kind of soul Aglaya has after this so far, like the story. Because I know she was a very questionable character for many reasons. But damn, they cooked so hard.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second.
I think, by the way, these three are gonna be the last ones standing. And I don't think Mem is gonna stay in this form for too much longer.
The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
She really was taken by the cleaners.
I can't imagine how she could have been taken down by a handful of assassins. Unless it's all a part of her plan. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
So heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. I'm gonna teleport. Can I teleport? Let me go. Doesn't let me go.
Don Hung came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something.
Okay. You're back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope?
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaia fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
They also pierced her in the heart. I do feel like Fanon, I can understand his rage, as I said before, but you can't always act on emotion. Sometimes acting on emotion is just making you go down a different path. It's so easy to lose your path when you do that. There's a line that usually at this kind of emotion, it just... She really was assassinated. Why didn't they go after us? Who cares about you, Trailblazer?
No, that doesn't make sense. The ones who appeared in the Grove, and those who confronted Don Hung in the Abyss, didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate.
For that reason.
They didn't have any reason, nor the courage, to attack Aglaia. Perhaps...
Speculating blindly would help. Let's go find Lady Treby as he understands Aglaia's mind best. So Nemo is saying to me this line. You have to see the story regarding Fanon. Yes, I know. Just I have to make assumptions. I have to think. I have to say things before they happen so that I can be proven wrong when it happens, whenever what happens.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaia gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama.
Because, like, the thing is, because Fanon is going to be playable, I'm assuming that he's going to do just fine. You know, in the game, the story. But also, I also believe that we wouldn't get characters that would die in the game. Okay, there were Misha and Gallagher, yes, and then in the beginning Tingyun and, you know, all this. But, you know, so far...
Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaia dead. You might want to speak with her.
Oh gosh, poor Hyacinth is gonna be having different path now.
Thank you, Lord Krateros.
It's gonna impact her very differently.
The baths are empty.
Oh my gosh, she's so high. Can I teleport? No. I don't want to look around because I'm scared they might have like golden color somewhere, like the blood that she fell to this spot or something. That would be kind of graphic, but you know, because it's golden, it wouldn't look as bad as the other one.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
We heard from Kratos. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
Remind her what she just saw, or ask her about the other two. I want to hear how they're holding up.
Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's last moments.
What a terrible, terrible way to go. What a harsh thing to witness. So brutal. So painful.
I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives.
And Cypher has... I don't know if they know about Cypher, that's the thing. I think they don't know how important they were to each other, or what significance they played.
You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you?
God, my belly.
We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
Oh my god. And I'm pretty sure the last one they're gonna show, they might show Mighty 2 coming back, or Castoris. But I think the last one, Castoris might not come back actually. Castoris might meet Aglaya at the River of Souls, if she hasn't already. And we're going to see their interaction there. But I think Cypher is gonna be coming here too.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Can I hug them?
Lady Treeby,
Can we please?
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us.
I know they're much older than us. They have been living for so many years. I know they're not children, but still.
You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama.
It doesn't matter.
You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation for the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akama needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
Nameless recollection. The tragic news heard during your travels, head to the book and write it down. Review the memory remnant. Oh gosh, do I want to review this? out. Aggie, so you really don't have to take the medicine anymore? No need, teacher. Medicine can only steady my flesh, but it cannot stop the decay of my soul. I'm trying my best. I've already borrowed too much from time from this world, and now the time is up. Now is the best time for my exit. Please don't cry on my account, teacher. I have a final selfish request. Can you lend me an ear? Aggie, go ahead. We will definitely fulfill it for you. I wish for my death to be quiet and gentle. I hope that my lifeless body will not be exposed to the eyes of the public. Teacher, I have faced too many changes in my lifetime, but in the pursuit of one thing alone, I have remained unchanged for 1,000 years. It's beauty, isn't it? Huh? That's right, teacher. Beauty. Aggie, do you think Snowy is ready? 1,000 years ago, when I took up the courflim of Nestia, do you think I was ready then, teacher? Born into this era, we had no choice but to grow amidst the raging waves, not set sail after everything was prepared. Fennon, he will understand. He will grasp the duty I've left to him. He is mature enough now, no longer blinded by anger or hatred.
Vaan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this,
Oh God.
you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival
They're
of
a
the
mix of
flame-chased
the
journey
theme.
on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale.
This was her plan, right?
I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated kindness, and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate.
He had put a trap? This guy, I don't remember him well. I do remember his attire, but then again, I'm Forrest.
He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. But my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer, but I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, A peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford.
So you wanted to give them the satisfaction, so they, in a way, be tamed for a while? Is that it?
I must feign weakness, deliberately, to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly.
There's
Just
more.
as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akima still has you to guide them, Vaan.
Oh my god. Sorry, it's just...
You're not perfect, Vaan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn.
The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain.
She's saying all the right things.
Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Vaan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius, the gate to Amphorius's future. Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Oh my god, what's signing? Is it his tears? Or... No, it's not his tears, it's the item he's holding is like a... You can click on it, it's like a collectible. So it's signing. My god. I'm like crying and laughing at the same time.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Vaan, can you do me a favor?
He's like, oh, you guys were watching me. Whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please, deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Vaan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope.
She truly does.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone.
He's handling it very good.
Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Cartonus has arrived.
Cartonus? What brings you to Marmorial Palace?
Your gift?
I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonus?
How are you holding up? I wanted to see.
I love him too. I've said it before, I know. Such a memorable NPC, such a memorable person, I should say.
Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
They need to.
Right. Your assessment is... Now, here. Take this.
Is this it? You've completed it.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Hey, this sword looks like the one Flame Reaver has, huh?
Dawnmaker.
I wonder if the other sword is called like something like Sunbringer or Sun. I don't know. But it doesn't look like the sun, let me tell you this.
Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master.
Oh, okay.
You've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Okay. So he asked to be... That's what... I said that earlier. What if he asked specifically to make it for like that? Maybe then... I still believe that Flame Reaver is Fenin.
Precise your description.
They're trying to throw us off for a bigger boom.
Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will. Wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Kratos. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Emphorius.
Another thing there is.
The last gift. Wow,
What's this?
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are.
How can this help us though? What can it do?
This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
No.
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity,
Okay, maybe.
we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I don't think she truly lost her humanity, you know? Even though she does this for the Flame Chase journey, I think she really does it for Fenin too. And you saw her with Cypher, you saw her... Everything like she was saying, it was coming so deep from her heart. I wonder how he feels.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side.
Because he said Triby, it's different for Triby because they knew each other for so long. I lost a comrade in arms, like, but I think she was much more than that for him. You can see it in his pain. He's trying to make his pain seem lesser, but everyone has equal... everyone has their own ways of feeling, and it shouldn't be a thing.
May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now,
Cyrene,
leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny,
kidding.
she would surely smile.
Camera fades to transitions to mem now. No, it's a flashback. Oh, never mind.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
That was so
Will
many
he step
children.
up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason.
That's a very good lesson.
I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes.
Wait, that's not his strategy, is it? I didn't get this kind of strategy from this. It's just... Okay.
The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve
Oh,
my
okay.
goal, but
Yes, okay, I got it.
afterward,
I got what you meant.
There wasn't even a flicker of joy.
It was about the voting.
I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Come on, I need to stop, I cannot.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
No, that's not it.
I felt the same as all of you initially.
Okay. It's happening.
I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers.
Unease.
Unease.
So well put, my god.
Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Moral
has a
code.
way with words.
He really does. Really impressive. There's something special about a man of letters. If it were me up there, I could do it too. Jesus Christ, what an awful answer. I'm gonna say... be quiet and listen carefully.
Oh, alright.
Oh god, I was bit by a mosquito. I'm putting it on autoplay so I can put some green.
The flame chase journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself.
He's talking.
Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akama will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy.
I feel like, oh my god, I lost my words. He really talks from his heart. The voice actor has perfectly captured the way Fanon would talk in this moment. Very... like his speech is so heartfelt. He doesn't need to completely like overshadow other people's opinions. He's giving them his soul, and he's willing to put his soul there up front so they can see it, they can feel it.
A better people.
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
This is very good.
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the Holy City for a millennium. She was Akama's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs.
Her greatest feat.
Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat.
The flame chase journey. Oh.
Was being a selfless person.
I was waiting to hear something about the flame chase journey. And that's true. That is true. A selfless person. He couldn't have said it more amazingly. Insane. So accurate. Everything he said, I wish it was the same in the real world. For better people.
That singing sounds so familiar.
It's Gastoriki. What an incredible artwork. Incredible artwork. Wow, this is one of my favorites ever in the game. Incredible.
That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety.
Wow. Anaxagoras in the back. And Trian. Casters.
Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
I thought it was Kastoriki.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
They're all disappearing, really?
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
You will stay alone in this picture.
Good thing your head's still clear.
Sure. Twist that knife.
The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa.
Okay. When does this end?
Miss Castros?
Because I feel like the whole patch is gonna be like this. The whole story.
Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
I'm just glad
Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
She still exists.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gasteras.
Of course.
Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the Flame Chase, leave the decision to initiate the Miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind.
It's too good, like everything they say. It's so well written. It feels like I don't need to say anything. Like, I can just sit here and read. Everything they say is just so right, so proper to Fennon at this moment. And what Fennon said also, literally loved it. I wish it was happening in the real world.
The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Vaan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
So many feelings. Such an overwhelming story. Jesus.
Did you forget me?
Oh, come on. You still exist there.
Forget you. Like I'd ever.
I know he's not with them, but he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. They don't know his weak spot.
We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
Oh god, I just remember the trailer where he's on the floor.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable.
Come on.
I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan.
Give it one patch.
See you around. Finding of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightymouse.
It's a date! Oof. They're going to ruin me. By taking out all the flame chasers slowly, they're going to end me. I cannot. This was already too heavy. And if you think about it, with Aglaya, she just showed us... We saw so many things from who she was and is. Because she still is that person.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey.
Kirini. Yeah, it's Mem, the voice.
And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
I have to take this picture too. Gosh. Gosh. It will be a crime. It will be a literal crime. If, wait, let me take this picture. If Cyrene is not used with Venom, if Cyrene becomes playable, because I'm pretty sure she will be playable, come on. If she's not used with Venom, it will be a crime.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments.
And the music in the back as well. I didn't say anything about the music this patch, I think. Only that, oh, they play this music again. But this music now also, like... feelings. I'm just gonna say that. Feelings.
I'm not the same person I used to be.
No, it's a he.
But to me,
You will always be.
you've never changed at all, Vaan.
Days later at Dawncloud. There she is.
Dawncloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Oh my god, another picture. Okay, I've seen this.
Cypher, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawncloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
That's why she went there to find it.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypherer. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawncloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
Does she really need that?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypher?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person, or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby!
Can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins. Eden. Eden from Honkai Impact. She was the singer from the Flame Chase Journey. And I think she was playing the violin or a musical instrument. So the girl that we're talking about with the violin earlier, it's Hyceelins. Hyceelins? What did she call her?
But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins!
Hyceelins. She's the equivalent of Eden, who was a singer.
The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice.
Listen.
Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cypher. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way.
Very true.
I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful. And that everyone is simple. And kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that.
That's exactly what Fanon said. You just need to follow Fanon now, Cypher.
Would that lie become reality? If enough people believe
Oh,
in it,
wow.
even though it's a lie.
The more you believe a lie... How did she say it? The more you believe into a lie, Oh my god, I forgot the phrase. That phrase with a lie and the truth. The reality.
Lies will always be lies, Cyphera. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Like with the shoes they gave her.
Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you.
She was listening. Yeah, I was wondering.
Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
It was too good of a speech to miss, and Cypher should have been the one to listen to it.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
That's interesting. What does he want from her? Is it about
about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase.
Is it about the Aquila, like something to help them get there?
You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase. And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one.
It's about that, then.
But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the Cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the Council Theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
I mean, this is helpful. She's the right one for the job. Definitely. Because if we're gone, like, who would be able to hold it to keep it safe?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Now that's Agalea talking.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
I hate his expression. Oh my god. The mouth. The hand.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh.
He did.
So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
I don't think so.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with the flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought.
I can already see what's gonna happen. The Flame Reaver is going to attack when everyone is gone, and she's gonna stand on the way. And she's gonna be taken out. That's my assumption. And she might drop something, like something from Marleia perhaps, that holds value to her or something, and she might try to get it, and he's gonna get her. That's my prophecy.
Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Oh, Cypher, I think it's the other way around. And our baby.
I'm back.
Ready to go on the... I don't want to say adventure, because it's gonna be very big for her. All the situation, she has to really step up now. There's no more time.
I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the Grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad.
She went back. I don't think she has been back since she left at all. Yeah, she says that she's been trying to stay. Yeah, oh my god, she just said it.
But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all.
I missed it. If anything happens to little Ika, I'm going to just... I don't know what I'm gonna do. It depends on the moment. It's not gonna be pretty.
I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together.
The hair in the back. What is this design? It's too cute.
But
and the POV again of the cheek.
Time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the Grove deserves some reminiscence.
And that's the end of that. I think this is a good place to stop for today. Okay. let me say a few things about the story so far, because I said a lot of things before I make this outro for you on YouTube. I had a discussion so I can understand even better how Fanon was thinking and how the other characters reacted to Aglaé's death. While I do believe when you are being targeted by assassins, you should worry. The first thing you should do is worry about your leader. I do understand that no one could have expected Aglaé, who's so powerful, to be targeted by assassins and to be taken down. She would be able to deal with them. And the fact that she didn't make it was one of the... not one of the whole path so far. All this part of the story you're going to see in this part 1 has been extremely heavy. And it was a very brutal way to go for Aglaé. Even though we have seen the Flame Chasers slowly dying or leaving us right now, I think the way she went was completely heartbreaking. And the things that she left for Fanon, as well as the things Fanon said in his speech, were so well written and truly touched my heart. I believe that Cypher was a very, very nice surprise. And what I mean by surprise is we did not know that Aglaé and Cypher had such a connection. And the fact that they brought Cypher into this and showed us who she was and who she is and how she came to be, at least as far as Aglaé is concerned, because we still don't know the full picture of what has Cypher been through, like, before Aglaé. I believe that the relationship of those two characters was shown greatly so far, and we didn't really need to see the connection before this patch, because the way they did it is that you immediately understood how much they meant to each other. From the moment you saw the conversation of Aglaé and Cypher when she had taken control of Bartholus and she came out as the little beetle, it completely dropped my guard. Like I dropped my guard and I became full emotional, because it was so heartfelt and because I felt so bad that Cypher, who had been through so many hard things in her life, the one person she was so connected to, she saw at this state, and she had to say goodbye without even showing her. She didn't have a breakdown. Cypher did not have the breakdown she used to have as a kid when she was talking to Aglaé. She was so... Okay, don't... you know I don't like to talk like that. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, goodbye, Aglaé. And that was it. And I feel like she's holding everything in. And I don't know if she's gonna show it before she meets the Flame Reaver. This is something that we're going to see. The story has been very strong. I hope people are liking it as much as I did. It has been so strong. It has constantly having me on the edge, like what is happening, what's gonna happen with Aglaé, who is this creature next to, what's wrong with Bartholus, I mean. It has been full of emotions, and sometimes I struggle to contain them. I feel like I need to be prepared for from now on, like for every Flame Chaser. I don't think anyone is making it but Fanon, so stay tuned. We're going to see the rest very soon. I'm guessing in the next part we might actually have everyone gone but Fanon. And I'm expecting Kirini. Either in this patch or the next one, I'm expecting Kirini to stop being Mem and be herself. But we'll see. They're still cooking with Fanon. We have to see how his story is going to unfold. Because even though he's so collected and so more mature than the previous times we've seen him, there's still some worry. And that's coming from Honkai Impact as well. To be fair, for me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you next time. And as I always say, keep on trailblazing and stay safe. Bye, everyone.